season? What's his worst?
I got Louisiana Heat because it's a little bit more humid out there, but it's kind of the same out here, but it's a little more better in Louisiana.
It's kind of breezy over here, isn't it?
Yes,
That's
sir.
surprising.
And the weather's kind of like bipolar too. Yeah.
What's Billy's philosophy offensively with running the football?
Billy's gonna run the football. He likes to run the football. He likes to do play action as well. So he'll run the football a lot and then do play action. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at
You're
this.
among friends. You're among friends.
So,
You're fine.
That's all I got.
No, but last year you guys averaged, I think, running the football 58.3% of the time, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So that's a big part of like what you guys are about, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Trying to establish a run. Can you just kind of like expand on that, like your philosophy on being physical with other teams? What is it?
So running the ball, like you said, is our philosophy. We're gonna run the ball, but like say if it's not working, we're gonna air it out, and explore our options and stuff like that. But running the ball, we're gonna do it regardless of if the opponent likes it or not. So
Perfect. What do you think of Anthony Richardson's running ability?
he's a freak. Like since I got here, he's took me in open arms, and we talk about a lot of stuff in the playbook and stuff like that. Trying to get on the same page, and he's a great guy.
But you guys fully haven't been able to see what he can do. You haven't.
No, I haven't. No, sir.
He hasn't run once, right?
No, sir.
What do you think that's going to do for the offense when he's non-contact and
I
actually?
think it's going to expand it. It's going to be even more explosive than what it is right now.
Everybody thinks of you as a between the tackles guy. Are you going to surprise when you get outside a little bit?
I think I could. I could do it all. I think I could. Run outside. Make moves. Be a bruiser at times. I think I'm surprised a lot of folks.
What was the sales pitch they gave you to come here? What was the sales pitch?
I mean, it really wasn't a sales pitch. It was like how we run the program. Like what we do here. We run the ball. If you want to come. If you don't.
Is it what you expected?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
Make a cornerback miss or run over him. Which one would you rather do?
I run over them, but they're most likely go low, so I make a miss.
Running the ball like you guys ran it last year and like you want to run it here, what does that do to a defense? Can you see it in their eyes in the third and fourth quarter?
Most definitely. The second half, it breaks them down. They're tired of tackling. They're tired of stopping the run. So at that point, it's go time.
You can see it. You can sense it.
Yes, sir.
Do you think defenses are going to have trouble tackling y'all for 4 quarters?
Most definitely.
Why?
Because we're a special group in the running back room. We have really good depth. We have me, Nickron Wright, Lorenzo Lingard, and Trevor Etienne. I feel like we're gonna surprise a lot of folks out there.
What should we expect from Osiris?
Osiris, you can expect him to move people. Pancake blocks. All the good stuff.
What are your thoughts on Trevor?
Trevor?
Yeah.
Trevor, he's been real great during fall camp. He's just surprised me a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's just been making a lot of plays for a freshman, and you might see him out there in the fall.
Do you guys have a personal relationship that goes beyond this? I mean, being from Louisiana.
Not really. I really just met him when he got here, but we were really close so far.
How much has Naquan coming back helped the running back room? Was it enough for you just to have a guy like that to learn from?
It's great to have a guy like that in the running back room because he has a lot of experience, and this is only my second year, so he gives me like some pointers of how I can run the ball better and stuff like that. So that's great.
But you didn't really know him last year?
Who?
Were you talking about Osiris?
No, I was talking about Trevor.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were Osiris. Okay.
How do you feel like camp is going for you personally?
I feel like camp is going great. I'm just trying to stay healthy and build on my days, get 1% better every day.
How did the offense do in the second scrimmage, and what kind of improvement do you guys think you showed?
We did great in the second scrimmage, and we did good in the first one as well. But improvements that we can make, I would say, is just running the ball a little bit better. I mean, it was all right, but for my liking, I think we should do it a little bit better, and we're going to be a great football team this year.
Did you guys cut down on penalties and turnovers yesterday?
Yesterday, I believe
from the week before.
I believe from the first scrimmage.
From the first scrimmage to yesterday, did you guys cut down on penalties and turnovers? Because I know those were a couple things.
I know we cut down on turnovers most definitely, but for penalties, I think we have about 1 or 2 more than the first scrimmage, and that's something that we need to work on if we want to move forward and be a great football team.
What are you seeing from the offensive line?
I see a lot of effort from them and progressiveness over from the spring. We've gotten a lot better up front, and we're gonna be good this year.
Who's the guy that from the spring on the offensive line that you're looking at now and saying, whoa, this guy's really improved?
Our center, Kingsley Gargan, he's gotten a lot better with his calls, his protection calls, stuff like that, and, just controlling the whole offensive lineman and getting them to know what they got to do.
What do you think of the facilities here? I mean, you didn't have anything like this at Louisiana.
Yes,
You haven't had anything like this until this last week here.
Right.
What's your feelings about all that?
This is a great addition to the program. I feel like, the players needed it, the coaches needed it, and some players have been waiting on this since their freshman year, and this is gonna be a great thing for the recruits as well.
What's your favorite part of it? The zero gravity chair sounds pretty nice to me.
Yeah, the locker room is my favorite part. We have we have normal tech boots in our lockers. We have like a charging station in our lockers that's like built in the lockers, and that's real cool.
Have you got some naps in there? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I took one before I came here.
What's the longest you've slept in there?
And there probably about, I'd say 4 to 5 minutes.
Because one of the rules changes this year, they're not going to allow offensive players to block below the waist downfield. They can't in the tackle box. I'm just curious as a running back. I mean, most of you guys pass protect, but for you guys, maybe it would affect the receivers more. But for you, how would that affect your ability to play and so forth?
I feel like that wouldn't affect me as much because I don't really cut as long as it's only if they're on the edge I'll probably cut. But if it's down the field, I would never cut, so it wouldn't affect me.
How would you describe the culture Billy Napier established at Louisiana and then is looking to do here?
The culture, Coach Napier has said like a certain values that he wants us to follow. So like some of those values are like being disciplined, coming together, and and being tough and believing in what they got going on here. And we're slowly starting to do that and become better as a team.
Do your new teammates ever ask you about or comment even on what he's brought to this program from Louisiana?
They ask me all the time. They ask me what's he's like. Like when I first got here, they was asking me what's he's like, and what are we gonna do to make this team better and go farther.
Was there much in the way of culture shock? Did they say this is different than what we're used to?
Oh yeah, they say this is real different. Cause we're up here all day. It's crazy how we up here all day. But we're trying to build a winning culture, so do whatever it takes.
How would you describe the running back room in terms of just camaraderie and so forth? You guys are competing, but what's it like, and how do you guys maybe help each other out a little bit?
To say that we're competing, it doesn't really seem like it's just we all train each other on, trying to make sure everyone knows the playbook, trying to make sure everyone making the right cuts off and on the field, stuff like that. So it's not really a competition at that point.
What did the invite here mean for you? Because you weren't highly recruited last year. Now, and a year later, you got a staff in the SEC that wants you to come here and play. Man, did that sort of validate you?
I wouldn't say it validated me because I still got some doubters out there. So I still see I have something to prove. But it gave me a point of I can do this thing. You know what I mean? I can play on this level. I can compete against the high level guys.
What do you
Was
miss
it Jabbar, or
about
was it Billy directly who reached out and said, "Hey man, we want to take you to Florida"?
So when I entered the portal, Coach Napier texted me immediately. He texted me a sweatshirt. He said, "I got one waiting for you."
How physical has camp been? He talked about that beforehand. How physical has it been, and what's the challenge in maintaining the energy level through it all?
Camp has been really physical. It's good to have physical practices because you don't want to just get physical when you play the game. So you got to build on that and make sure everyone is physical before the game starts.
How do you envision the running back rotation being this year? Do you think it's going to be like a three-headed monster? Are we going to see all the guys involved?
I think it's going to be a three-headed monster, similar to how it was at Louisiana. Yeah.
What do you miss most about New Orleans?
Food. Yeah.
And what do you miss particularly with the food?
My mom's food, really, but that's cliche, but this is my mom's food.
If somebody had never seen you play, how would you describe it? Can you compare yourself to anybody?
I like to say that I run like Alvin Kamara, kind of patient, can catch up the backfield and make people miss.
What's it like?
De La Salle, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Catholic League in New Orleans is a lot of people say it's almost like playing in the college league. What do you think about that?
So De La Salle, they not in the Catholic League. I don't know why. Like they got out of it like in 1960 something, I believe. So
That
yeah,
shows
I
that they were just
thought they
friends.
France
Well,
was-
he was covering it.
France was 40
Actually,
when they got out.
Actually, I was.
It was triple A.
What's it like having such a big opportunity going up against Utah for the first game?
I feel like it's a great opportunity to set the tone for the whole season, you know what I mean? And just to prove a lot of our doubters wrong and, you know, to start the season all right.
So you said you still have doubters. Like, what do you want to do this year to prove them wrong?
Well, I just got to put up numbers, to be honest. You know, numbers don't lie, and I feel like I'll be able to do so.